Good morning, guys. It is Sunday morning. I am about an hour behind Joe and Xavier in coming down to work on the run-in. However, as mom, as wife, as whatever else I am, I had stuff I had to take care of in the house. So I am finally on my way down. Xavier headed down to take care of a neighbor's animals this morning. They're on vacation. But before I get the whole way down, and since I'm actually walking, it's actually very nice. It's real humid this morning, but it's a nice day so far. Thought I'd stop here and check out the onions. These are the red onions. As you can see, our weeds are doing beautifully because that's 3 feet high. So I'm going to have to get in here and get some of these down. But the onions are all doing real well. Nothing in the rest of these beds. I'm not even going to lie. Ouch! Freaking thistle. You know what? Where is it? That shit hurts. And we have them everywhere. Pretty much gave up on the garden. I have a few things in. I have sweet peppers, garlic, onions, potatoes, which my potatoes are doing amazing. I think the garlic grew since I was down here the other day. That's doing really good. Oh, the white onions over here are doing fantastic. There's manure in these beds where the box over there, the raised bed over there for the red onions does not have manure. That is strictly potting and growing soils. So there's a big difference. Carrots are doing nicely. Again, I need to get in here and weed. I need to be home longer than 20 minutes and able to do something. You can see it's looking good. Joe's already got his shirt off. I guess the humidity's too much for him. That and he got sunburnt a bit yesterday. You can see we have all of our daisies growing. And this is going down the trail. Wonder why those don't have anything on. But these are all of our wild raspberries. Well, not all of them. This whole side has raspberries on. But the entire property is loaded full of random bushes of wild raspberries. That's some good snacks right there. For anybody that may be new to us, we are off-grid. We are in the southwestern corner of New York State. Our growing zone is 5AB. We bought this property in 2019 with the intentions of a 10-year plan of growing it out into a functioning farm. Not big scale farm, but a farm. And so when we ended up moving up here at the end of 2020, we didn't have a house. We moved into a camper. There was the 3 of us, my husband, my son, who was 12 at the time, and myself. We had 4 dogs. And we moved into the camper for the first winter. Then in July, we started building our house. The house is built. It's livable. It's not finished. But anyway, all of our belongings that we did bring up came up, and we bought these 2 containers to store them in. They are 8.5 by 9 high by 40 long. And we bought 2 of them because we had that much stuff. We moved from a 3,200 square foot house down in south central Pennsylvania up to a 280 square foot camper. So what we didn't get rid of, what we didn't throw away or give away, came up into these 2 containers. And the intent of the containers is to turn them into a barn. Basically like we have right now. We'll spread them out a little bit further because that's only 12 feet in between right now. We'll spread them out to probably 16 feet across or opening, and open up the interior walls, and ultimately those will get shifted over to that area right there, and we'll put a roof on it and finish it out to convert it into a barn space. Right now the space in between is what we call our holding pen. So if we get new livestock, we bring them in there, and they can stay in there for a week or so, however long we need to keep them quarantined until we're sure that they're healthy. So you'll see that there's cattle mats in here. And we have a little, it's actually the sleeper cab off of a rig back there that the smaller animals can get in. This was our holding pen for our pigs last year for the last 2 weeks, right before, might have been 3 weeks, right before we butchered them. It was just a lot less intensive in here. We have a hay rack that Joe built, which is half of the cage of an IBC tote, and he tack welded it to the side of the container. We don't really use it. We had the cows in here initially, the first 2 cows, and so we needed the hay bale feeder in there. It worked out really, really well. But it's overgrown right now because we have not had anybody new come in. We're going to get working on that again today. Like I said, I'm behind the 8 ball on this one. Joe and Xavier have been down there for quite a while. So I'm going to put the camera down and go get busy.
And you take this board up. This corner right here is going to line up with the very top corner up there. See the piece of bark? And it's going to come down across here like this. Okay? But that corner is going to line up here and there.
So I should be able to see this corner, but not this corner.
Well, yeah, you'll be able to see it, but it'll line up straight across.
What are you doing that the thing's so rocky like that?
Because it's only on 3 legs.
Well, I see that. I'm saying why?
Because it's not on the floor. That was a genuine laugh out of Joe, too.
And this, folks, is why I freaking drink.
Oh, I didn't realize you were recording.
Pre-start a screw so that you can get it in place and then screw it. Ready? It's not light. Nope. Send it my way. Give me some board. Yep.
You told me where to pre-start it.
That'll work perfect. Oh.
Put the board back down and redo it.
Yeah, put the board back down and restart your screw.
Hey, you know this isn't attached, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking at the screw.
I'm the one. Oh no, that is just sitting on that screw.
Am I good?
Yep. Screw it. You're good. It's in low range. Oh really? What?
Did that hurt?
Well, that's the angle of the back part of the roof. Is that what you wanted?
Yep.
I mean, if you were Amish, you'd just climb up the stringers and do it that way.
Yeah.
They don't have time for ladders and all that nonsense.
Which side's the front? Here. Yeah, because there's no board behind it.
There's 8x8 or 6x6 in behind it.
Did not buy 8. You told me 6. I put 6. Why? Why am I getting yelled at?
I didn't say you were getting yelled at. Level. Short one behind you.
He's up.
Xavier, that is the most important line on this entire building right this minute. The top of that board needs to go to that line. Straight across that
So
line.
it should be sitting on this line.
Yeah, you should see that line the whole way across.
Above the board or below the board?
Above the board.
The three amigos. Toby's down in somewhere. We have no idea where he's at. In 2 days, he hasn't come up to visit us, but he's still here somewhere. There's Toby! Hi, buddy!
There he is.
Well, he looks good other than being really wet. We had a crazy hard storm last night, and our water tank this morning is up to 2,700 gallons, which is amazing. Very exciting, very happy about it. But now this is what we are working in. As you can see, I have my very sexy jeans rolled up, my mud boots, my winter thermal mud boots rolled down, cuffed down, because it's too hot to have them up the whole way. Just tromping in mud and slop and gross, disgusting. And of course the dogs have to come down and help. As you can see, Rusty was laying in it. So he is now not a red-brown dog. He is a chocolate-brown dog. Hey, Rosie Bells. And Ringo is over there, laying in the tall grass, staying. He'll get damp, but he doesn't like being muddy, and he doesn't like being wet. It is Monday morning. I went and did a run this morning early. Took one of the Amish guys to his job site and came back, and Joe had that first back section done. Now he's throwing the pieces up for the trusses, and yes, I'm trying not to die. It's super humid. It's so muggy and not comfortable because it's not what we're used to anymore. Downstate Pennsylvania, it was super humid all the time, and that was just life. But up here, it's typically not. So we're not really arguing and fussing that the sun's not out right now, but as you can see, we are still supposed to get some rain this afternoon, but I don't think it's going to amount to a whole lot of anything. Getting there. And you can see our big helpers back there. We only have half of the back of it to do yet, and obviously the top. We gotta run the purlins across and then get the paneling up. So Joe was struggling with the nailer earlier because he's using rusty coil nails. So he wasn't sure. We couldn't find the WD-40. So I sent Xavier up to get the avocado oil. He lubed up the nailer and the roll of nails, and it's working perfect now. So there you go. There's no price on this one. Got the Simply Nature non-GMO verified 100% pure avocado oil, and it works really good for framing nailers. freaking huge.
Jeez.
Oh, it's 2. She's huge. He's little.
What are we watching? Frogs.
No, we're building a barn.
They're huge.
He's just along for the ride.
Right?
I wonder if he's actually jumping at all. Yeah, he is.
No, I think he's got his legs on hers.
No, his legs are like moving.
Oh.
Looks like we're going back if he was jumping.
Dead center, left and right. That's the one lag hole. These 4 green ones go the other 4 corners. Then you need this.
Like up here or these four?
You don't drill for these. You don't drill for these. You only drill it for the 2 lag holes that I need to do. All the way in. Now, a square with those inside your other square. You understand?
Yep. Can't get this out. Got it. Wait a minute, Joe.
What?
Do you mean like in
Yep.
between these two or in
Yep.
separate corners?
Wherever, right there. Just a square. Yep, perfect. As long as it's going into the beam. Sink her on in. Yep, a little bit. A little bit more. Yep.
Hey everybody, it is now, wow, I missed an entire week of that build. It is now the following Monday after 4th of July, so today is I think July 10th. We kind of stalled out on the run-in build last week. We got as far as we could and then we got rained out several days and Joe got only part of the roof up over the weekend, over the one section, and then sometime during the week in the evening. And I wasn't even home. I don't know where I was. Probably on a run like I always am. He got a section of the roof up over the next section of the run-in. And then this weekend, while I was out in Michigan on a run, I took a couple out to the far side of Michigan out above Grand Rapids. He mostly finished off the run-in and closed off the one section. So I'm going to show you what is done. It's not completely finished. He still has the overhang. We're doing like a salt box style roof. He still has the front little overhang to do yet, but it's more than enough and the animals are utilizing it and they're very happy. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you what is done. And then I'm going to try to go back through the past week's worth of videos, get them thrown together, and get this up for you so that you can see it. So sorry for the big long delay and everything, but you know, and the last section of the build is not even recorded. Joe was giving me crap this morning. He's like, there's no YouTube video up for it. I'm like, yeah, well, you finished it when I wasn't here and you didn't record it. So I don't think that falls on me. Do you? Maybe I'm wrong. It might be me. I don't know. Anyway, here's the gotta look down through all of our weeds because we finally had rain. We went so long without rain, and then we've had rain like every single day. So the weeds are ridiculously high. But as you can see, it's a nice run-in. The cows and the horse are thoroughly enjoying it. Toby was actually up last night. I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen him this morning, but they're around. We have the third stall blocked off because we want to build a room in there for feed and supplies. And I don't want them pooping in there and mudding it all up and, you know, just piles of manure everywhere for us to get in there and build. So eventually that 8x8 stall is going to get cut back to probably a 6x8. We'll probably bring that in a little bit and use the last 2 feet of that stall. We'll put a wall up so that it's an actual room. Putting a door in somewhere in that end area to unload feed into, just to make it easier. I would like to build a gravity feeder so that we can buy in bulk instead of bags at a time, you know, 1 or 2 bags at a time. I'd rather put 1,000 pounds worth of feed in there or something. But we'll get to it eventually. That's something that should be done. Well, that room will be done before winter because that's when we feed the grain. But we'll bump that interior wall into a 6-foot space. And then I think we're going to build a feed trough in there, maybe on the front and the outside of it, so that they can eat in shelter. Their food's not getting wet. I don't know. Maybe we'll just put a feed trough along the back wall. I genuinely don't know. We'll get to it. We haven't gotten that far in our ideas yet. There's one more slim panel of roofing that needs to go up on the far end, and then, like I said, the front roof, which is going to be an 18-inch overhang, needs to be built down so that, you know, we can put gutter on it, because we're going to do a stock tank down there and just have the roof gutter down into that for water source for them. So that's where we're at. But I'm going to get going, and I'm going to go try to throw all these together. As you can see, it works. It's pretty enough. It's a run-in. The animals are enjoying it, so that's truly all that matters. Except for Red. He's laying down there enjoying the sun. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for following along. We really appreciate it. And we will talk to you later on. See ya.